I just want to offer some general comments in relation to the process that we are purportedly starting today, otherwise known as the New York State budget. When I was asking Senator Krueger questions, I want to, again, be very, very clear. I understand, we all understand, we have debts, we have obligations, we need to meet those, we need to pay them on time, and I think we absolutely should be doing that. In conjunction with that, though, I think we have to take a fresh, new, hard look at every single thing that we do. My reading of this bill is that there is $5.86 billion that needs to be paid now. Now. Cold, hard cash that needs to go out the door. That was our credit card. That's our minimum payment. That's what we need to do. We also have a $250 million dry appropriation from the Debt Reduction Reserve Fund that may be available to help defease bonds. I think that's a good thing, and that could be very helpful. But I also believe that we're providing a tremendous amount of latitude and authority to the tune of almost another $3 billion, for which I don't feel there's enough justification. Now, I know that people are going to say that's what the past practices are. We can't run the risk of doing this or sending the wrong signal to the markets. I think we can actually do both. What we should be doing right now is carving this bill out a little bit or whittling it down to say, tell us exactly what you need. Whatever it is you have to pay, we'll come up with the money and we'll pay it. And frankly, ladies and gentlemen, it's less than what this bill is calling for and asking for. And if we get in a situation where the executive or the division of the budget has to come back and say, you know what, there have been some changes. Rates have gone up. We have to do things a little differently. We want to do some swaps that may affect our debt service. That's okay. That's okay. But I think we're missing the boat here by doing this in the way that we've done it in the past. Did I support the debt service bill last year and vote against the budget? Yes, I did. I know we need to pay our obligations. But to follow up on the comments of my colleague, Senator DeFrancisco, I think it's also important to recognize that while we are taking this perhaps baby step forward, there are a litany of things that are left unanswered. I raised a point that I believe is 100% accurate, that we are providing the possibility for new debt, for capital programs that will come into being in this prospective budget, and that there will be debt service associated with that to the tune of $155 million or thereabouts. I'd like to know what the programs are. I'd like to know what the distribution is. I think we should all like to know that, and we should want to know that. But part of the problem is we're not doing anything else. Here we are, it's now March 8th, and we have not followed the law. The majority in this House, the Senate Democrats, have not followed the law. There are well-known parameters in the Budget Reform Act of 2007 that are clear, concise, simple, and easy to follow. What's lacking is the political will to do it. Why don't we have conference committees? Forget the conference committees. Why don't we even have a schedule? Why don't we even have members named to the conference committees? We can't even name our members because we don't even know what the committees are. The public at this juncture, they may not expect to have all the nuances and all the details of the budget laid out, but they sure as heck think that we should be following a law that we all supported and enacted a couple of years ago. This sends maybe a decent signal to the markets, but it sure as heck sends a terrible message to the taxpayers. I care about what the bond market thinks, but ladies and gentlemen, I care a heck of a lot more about what the taxpayer and the property taxpayer thinks, and if we start off like this, then we're going down the same bad path that we started to last year. I understand that we have obligations. I'm going to vote no on this bill because I think we should be making changes to keep DOB's feet and the executive's feet much closer to the fire. Thank you.